Hi quilting friends and friends in general. Those who love to craft will like this as well. I did buy a organizer from Walmart. It's just 3 drawers like this, but I have my pajamas in the top drawer. So what I wanted to share with you is I got these 2 new things. This drawer has good fabric in it, and this drawer has like lesser quality Temu and Mrs. Quilty, who also had the same fabric as Temu had. So anyway, I was excited to get this stash expansion pack from the Ruby Star. Now I opened it to look inside, but I didn't pull anything out, and it looks like it looks good. It looks good, folks. This was like, I'll put a link down below where you can buy this. This was, I think it was 18 and change for this whole bag. It's approximately 2 yards worth of fabric according to the bag here. It says on the back, 2 yards by Ruby Star. Now, you really, that's like, I don't think you can beat that. Unless you're lucky enough to be able to get one of those scrap bags I can't seem to get my hands on from Fat Quarter Shop. They don't have them right now. So anyway, this has a lot of fabric in it. I guess 2 yards would be a lot. I only see a little bit of selvage, but mostly regular fabric. And there are 2 pieces of this one. That's really pretty. And this is the selvage edge. And I have 2 pieces of a coordinating fabric. Let's see. Actually, it's 3 pieces of this. Okay, 3 pieces of that. I'm not a big into pink person, but you know what, I can mix that into my quilts. And these all coordinate too. This is a cream color with pink stars. I have 1 of this one. They all have a selvage, but it's right on the end. There's plenty of space to make up some strips for quilting or pieces for quilting. And I have 2 of this brown, actually 3. Here comes the 3rd one. And then there are, sometimes you need a little bit of red, like on your log cabins. The red is supposed to signify the heart of the home. So yeah, I kind of like that whole aesthetic. So there are 3 pieces of red with stars, and 2 pieces of orange with stars, and it looks like I have 1 piece of this cream color. Although there was 1 at the beginning, so I have more than 1 piece of that cream color, of this color. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good deal. It's approximately, they tell me it's a total of 2 yards of fabric, and this is good stuff. It's good solid fabric. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this. So I'm going to put it back in the bag and protect it until I use it. Okay, and I got something from Amazon. This is not the first one. Okay. So my goal for this year is to make everyone in my family a quilt, including my 6 brothers, sisters-in-law, and everybody else. So I'm going to be very busy. And I thought that the best way to start out would be to make strip quilts that are like jelly roll race and that kind of stuff. So I first bought this one, and by the way, I measured it, and it does measure out to be 2.5 inches, these strips. It comes in a Ziploc. It's 100 pieces in this bag. And like a lot of people, I thought maybe it was just a little too much on the light side. You don't want everything to be light. But then I ordered another one. I figured, you know what, that's a really good deal. It was $32 for 100. And this one came, and it's got a lot more color in it, and you can see a lot more dimension. I measured it again, it comes out to 2.5 inches. So yeah, so even though these are 100 pieces made in China, guess what? Almost everything on earth seems to be made in China these days. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to save this, put it over here, and I'm going to go through my less expensive fabric first. Okay, so this is fat quarters. This is, yeah, this fabric is pretty heavy, like heavy as this other stuff was. It's pretty heavy, so I'm pretty impressed. I think these were 19.8 by 19.8, like something wacky like that. Not quite a fat quarter, or maybe slightly more than a fat quarter, I'm not sure. It's more square than oblong like a fat quarter is. So anyway, then there is this color. So that's 2. These all coordinate, which is nice. And there's that dreaded pink again. And then there's a purple. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of pink. And then there is another red. I think it repeats. It's 2 of each. Let me see if I can get these separated. The fabric is honestly pretty heavy, so I am happy with the quality. Then there's orange and yellow. And that pretty blue again. Except that's it was facing the wrong side so that it would, I don't know why they did that, but because it wasn't facing outside the package or anything. But yeah, this is pretty nice. Honestly, this is a step up from a lot of the Temu that I've been experiencing. It's actually quite nice. And I would not hesitate to order another one, except that I have to stop. You know, at some point you just have to stop ordering stuff. And I've ordered plenty from Temu. So let me put that aside. And I have another one just like it, which is good because, you know, I'll have another set of fabric just like that. And wow, I have another one. Well, I guess I have purchased this more than one time. So it looks like I do have quite a few of those. Okay, this, I really like these. I originally got these strip sets because these were so light. And I wanted to add some color when I was doing quilts, but this is like really nice. It's seriously nice. Anyway, this is their version of a jelly roll. Each strip is, oops, upside down. The measurements are on here. Was I right side up? No, upside down. The label goes 2 different ways. And this is 2.5 by 19.6 inches. So it's not quite as long as a regular fat quarter would be. And the fabric, this fabric is actually pretty nice. You know, guys, I know that to have your quilts last into the next century, you really should use really good fabric, but this feels like really good fabric. So yeah, it's many colors. I guess I should show you. I hate to take it out of this bag though. I try to keep things together. So anyway, let me get back in the frame. There's another red and another red with gold. Some of this I believe is Japanese fabric. And that has metallic. These all seem to have metallic except for the first one. Yeah, they have metallic on the fabric. So it's some kind of a Japanese fabric design. So yeah, didn't realize that when I bought it, but you know, because I know over time that will probably wear off, but it's okay. This is really good. Okay, and I bought this one, which is basically the same except it's shorter. These are, it says 100% cotton, but we'll see about that. This is 2.5 by 9.8 inches. I actually, when I make my jelly roll race quilt for the first time, I'm not going to just run long pieces. I'm going to cut my fat quarters. I have good fat quarters. In fact, I don't have all of my good fabric in here. I have a basket with good stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. Took me a minute to get there. So anyway, these seem to be the same fabric, but in a shorter version. It does say 100% cotton, so we'll see. I guess we'll find out. You know, I had a quilting teacher years and years ago who said that you can light a match, and if it burns a certain way, it's cotton, and if it doesn't, then it's polyester, or more polyester than cotton. But anyway, these are more strips that are basically jelly roll, 2.5 by 19.69 inches. I've measured these. A lot of them say 2.55 like this does, and it's actually 2.5 inches. So yeah, you can kind of bank on that. This is also from Temu. Yeah, I went a little crazy ordering stuff from Temu. This is 100% cotton. These are those short pieces. They are 9.8 inches and bright colors. This is a set of 5.5 inch, I believe. Let's see. 50 pieces. Yeah, it's in centimeters. I'm no wizard when it comes to centimeters, but I remember ordering this and it was 5.5 inches, so it looks bigger than that, but yeah. And I probably am not going to like all the designs, like that's kind of silly looking, but you know, it does look nice and bright, so we'll see when I open that. And I also ordered this strip set. The measurements are not on here, but I know it's 2.5 by, I think this is 19.8. There is a fold in there, so this is closer to a full jelly roll. Okay, and this one's been opened because, oh yeah, I got one actual jelly roll with a ribbon on it. This 2.5 by God knows what, because they didn't put the measurements on here, but yeah, this is a, looks like a half a jelly roll. I'll find out when I go to use it. I have to tell you a little story about this fabric too. And why this one's open and hanging out in there. These are also strip sets, these are like 9.8 inches. So, yeah. Okay. Let me pull this out and tell you what happened that made me stop Mrs. Quilty. If you didn't watch my entire video, then you won't know what the story is. Mrs. Quilty here. I opened one of them and I was like, oh, that's really nice. And these are fat quarters and they are really nice. And I really do like them. Oops, I think this, I don't know where this blue comes from. We'll leave it out because I don't think it's part of this. So I opened one of them and then I got a strip set from Temu. And let me pull this out. I hate to badmouth a brand, but this just didn't seem right to me to say, you know, these are exclusive fabrics, exclusive to them. This is a strip set from Temu. And I looked at it and I was like, man, these look really familiar. And some of them are the same as this fabric. Is this the one? Ah, there we go. Never mind. Here it is. So, let's just take everything out. Okay. So, so then I got this strip set and this fabric from Temu. And I saw this and I recognized it. And here it is from Mrs. Quilty. It's the same fabric, the same weight. Everything about it is exactly the same. Except this cost me, I think, $2.50 or, you know, something close to that. And this cost me $39 after taxes, which, no, not good. And these are really pretty fabrics, but you can see they are the same fabrics. Exact same fabrics. So I'm sorry, Mrs. Quilty, you need to do a little better on your fabric if you're going to charge people that much money. So anyway, this one is from Temu. These are squares, they're 10 by 10, or they have this other shape that's like 9.8 by 9.8 or something like that. So yeah, you can't do that to people. So this landed in the not great fabric pile, and I canceled my subscription to Mrs. Quilty, which is a shame because I was so excited to be getting that. I'm not sure where this comes from. I think this was a separate thing, but yeah, I was so excited and then only to get disappointed. So yeah, it's a shame. I'll probably use this first, so I'll put on the top of the, you know, not great fabric pile, but yeah. And I got this from I would never order mushrooms, so I don't know why this is like this. Okay, so these are like their version of a fat quarter, 19.8 by 19.8, I think. Some of these are really cute. I don't know why I ordered this. I think I didn't notice the mushrooms, which I never would order. But this is a very nice fabric, and there's a nice variety in here. I think this might have been the one that said that it was part polyester. Let me look at the packaging, because I'm trying to keep those fabrics separate. I think this one is not 100% cotton. Composition 80 cotton, 20 polyester. So I'll be keeping this in this bag because everything else I have is 100% cotton. I have to say, if you do shop on Temu, go on the website on your computer, because the app where I bought this from doesn't always give you all the information that you need. So yeah, and this is another set of fat quarters. My battery's getting low, so I hope I can fit this. Another set of Temu fat quarters. And I got yellow because, well, yellow's my favorite color, but also it's something cheerful to mix into any quilt. So this is, I think it's 10. 1, 2. This one's upside down. It's really hard for me to get the... Do you ever notice how dry your hands get when you handle fabric all the time? Anyway, this is not something I would have picked on my own, but I will use it and enjoy it. And there are a few more. There's that. And that. And finally, that one. It's a bunch of umbrellas. I like that a lot. So, yeah, I really do like this fabric. And this is really good, solid fabric. Definitely has some kind of a sizing in it, like starch, maybe. But I don't pre-wash my fabrics unless I have to. Like quilt I'm making my husband, I got NFL fabric for his favorite team, and you could make a tent out of it. It was so stiff. So after I washed it 3 times, washed it and dried it 3 times, it shrank a little bit, and it also softened up quite a bit. So I do really like this stuff from Temu. And then there is this, which I don't have the packaging for anymore. It was only like a 5-piece set of squares. Well, they're not square, they're oblong, but you know, it's just like basically your scrap, you know, so. Okay. So that is my collection of crappy stuff, and here's my collection of good stuff, except a lot of the good stuff is not in here. I'm probably not going to open a lot of bundles. I did get this, is from Create It. It's 100% cotton, and this is the, it's a space design. I just don't want to pop it out of the ribbons just yet. When I go to use these, I will show it to you. And this is Keepsake brand, and you can buy this at Walmart. It has a list price of $9.99, but I did not pay that, so I also bought 4 2-yard packs of muslin, quilter's best friend. So yeah, you gotta have some muslin. At the bottom is the panels that I showed you guys, and I actually already have an idea for how to use one of the panel sets. So I'm gonna leave them down there because I'm not gonna quilt with that yet. Let's see if I can get this to stand up. Alright, these I bought from Joann's Fabrics. They're not actually going out of business. They're filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, which basically means that they get to keep their stores open. This is 2 yards of this galaxy type fabric. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in a quilt or not. I might actually use it for notebook covers or something like that. And I might actually put it, I'm not sure, because my daughter loves this kind of stuff, and I just thought, and I do too, and I just thought, well, you know, that would make it a really nice quilt. So I also bought this. It's just a general flowery design. I forgot that I got this. So yeah, I might make a disappearing 9 patch with these 3 fabrics, because the size that I would be doing, I know that I can get enough out of these. And these are paw prints. Wow, that's a gigantic selvage. Holy crap. That's really, really big selvage. Anyway, why? What a waste. What a freaking waste. I think this is Robert Kaufman. It does say 100% cotton. And this again came from Joann's. It just has the biggest selvage I've ever seen. So anyway, I do have these 3, and I have an entire bolt of a light color, you know, general design. So that can give me my 4 different squares. So yeah, I think my daughter would really like something made with this. So she might actually be the recipient of something with that fabric. I think I have enough fabric for now. What do you think? Yeah, I have way more than enough fabric. So I think that, you know, I'm going to start simple. I'm going to start with simple strip quilts and see what moves me. I've been taking a lot of notes, and I actually even went so far as to take a picture of a design that I saw on YouTube. So yeah, so you know, there's plenty out there. I did buy a couple of books, but they're kind of more like leaflets. They don't really give you a whole lot of information. So yeah. I am very happy with my collection of fabric, and there is more. Like I said, there is more in the, well, my battery finally cut me off, but what I was saying is, I think between this and I have 2 bins of fabric that I got from Fat Quarter Shop when I was a member multiple years ago. And I have rejoined, not sure for how long, but I know I have a half a jelly roll. They don't give you a whole jelly roll. Why not? But anyway, you get a half jelly roll. I got in my first box, which was last month. I'm looking forward to getting a box for March. I've been looking for sneak peeks, but I can't find any to save my life. So anyway, this is quite a bit of fabric by itself. So I'm just going to start picking stuff out and doing it. And I also have scrap fabric in a bin of my own that I saved, which luckily I actually have a 35-year-old cotton from when my son was a toddler. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. So I just have a couple scraps of that. So anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe and let me know what you think. And I know I do watch Crafty. I'm going to put her channel down below. And she uses quite a bit of Temu fabric. And her quilts are beautiful. And she's washed them and they don't run. And so, you know, I mean, they've done really, really well. And I actually have learned a lot by watching her work. So yeah, so anyway, let me know what you think. I know most people are going to be gravitating toward the good stuff, but the good stuff is super expensive now, and if you don't buy it on sale, you can never get it at a decent price. So anyhow, yeah, this is all good stuff, and I'm looking forward to, I got to clean out my craft room, but I'm looking forward to using all of it. So thanks, and let me know what you think, and whether you've used these fabrics or not, and you know, like how you feel about Temu. A lot of people don't like Temu, and gave my recently watched Karen get criticized for using it. Well, don't save your criticism. I'm a newer quilter. Someday when I make incredible quilts, maybe I'll convert over to all the good stuff. But the prices have to come down. I cannot pay $12 a yard for fabric. No, not happening. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'm off my soapbox, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.